Welcome sa zip9.com. In this video, tutuloy natin yung ating series about quadratic functions. No? Sa previous video, sa QF09, ay sinolve natin yung roots ng f of x equals x squared minus 4x plus 3. No? Again, yung root, pag ang root natin ay real numbers, ibig sabihin nagpa-pass through siya dun sa x-axis, yung graph no, function na yun. No? So for example, this function passes through negative 1, 0 and 3, 0. Therefore, the roots of this function is x equals negative 1 and x equals 3. So the roots are actually the x coordinates of the points na? On the x-axis, yung point sa x-axis kung saan tinatamaan siya ng graph, kung saan nai-intersect siya ng graph. So the point negative 1, 0 has x coordinate negative 1 and the point 3, 0 has x coordinate x equals 3. So, these are the roots. So, algebraically, pwede natin kunin yung roots nito. Saan ba siya? Kumbaga, saan ba siya tatama dun sa x-axis? No? So, yan yung ating goal ngayon. Okay, so let's compute for the roots of g of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 1. Again, kailan nga ba siya nagiging root, no? Pag ang y-coordinate niya ay 0. So, yun kasi yung point sa x-axis. Lahat ng point sa x-axis, ang y-coordinate niya ay 0. No? So, we should set g of x, which is our value for y. No? Ito yung value ng y natin, di ba? Kasi pwede natin siyang i-substitute sa g of x. No? Pwede natin palitan yung function na ganyan. No? So, y is actually g of x. So, we set y to 0. Pwede natin iset to sa 0. 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 1. And we want to find the value of x. Kung napanood nyo yung previous video, yung sa QF09, nag-factor tayo. But here, we cannot factor. No? So, pwede nyo i-try, but we cannot factor that out. So, pag hindi natin kayang i-factor, pwede tayong gumamit ng completing the square or quadratic formula. No? Meron tayong series dyan, yung quadratic equations. So, panoorin nyo yung series na yan para kung hindi kayo familiar o kung nakalimutan nyo na yung quadratic formula, but still, we will discuss quadratic formula here. So, pag meron tayong function na ax squared plus px, o meron tayong equation, quadratic equation na x squared plus px plus c equal to 0, which is the same as this, di ba? Same form siya, quadratic equation yan. Quadratic equation din to. Where a is not equal to 0, then the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. No? So, yun yung quadratic formula natin. All we have to do is identify a, b, c here, and at the same time, and after that, we have to substitute the values of a, b, c in this formula. So, ano ba yung a natin dyan? Yung a is yung kasama ng x squared, di ba? So, ano mang kasama ng x squared dito? 1, di ba? Pag sinabi mo x squared, meron niyang 1 dito. Pag wala siyang number. So, a is equal to 1. What's b? Ang b natin ay 2, no? Plus. So, this is 2. Ang c natin ay minus 1. Ito, pero ito plus c. So, we have to convert this into addition. So, minus 1 is the same as plus negative 1. No? Ibig sabihin, yung c natin ay negative 1. So, once we have, once na identify na natin yung a, b, and c, pwede na natin i-substitute. No? So, this becomes negative b 2 plus minus square root of b squared, 2 squared minus 4a, what is 1, and then c, which is negative 1, all over 2a, no? So, 2 times, ang a natin ay 1. Okay? So, calculating, we have 2 plus minus square root of, what is 2 squared? 4, di ba? And then, minus, what is 4 times 4 times 1 times negative 1? Magiging negative 4 siya, di ba? Baka malito kayo. This is actually the minus, which is here. At yung negative 1 dito ay yung product ng negative and positive numbers. No? So, yan. Now, we have 2 times 1 is 2. So, the numerator, the denominator is 2. Okay. So, simplifying, we have 4 minus negative 4. 4 minus negative 4 is 8, no? So, magiging square root of 8. So, magiging, nawala yung negative natin dito. So, negative 2 x is equal to negative 2 plus minus square root of 8 all over 2. Okay? Ang square root of 8 ay pwede natin siyang gawing para makuha natin, mailabas natin yung perfect square. Ang 8 ay pwede natin siyang gawing 4 times 2, di ba? So, pwede natin lagyan ng negative 2 plus minus square root of 8 is 4 times 2 over 2, which is equal to, anong square root ng 4? Anong square root ng 4? That's 2, di ba? So, magiging equal to negative 2 plus minus square root of, plus minus 2, pwede na natin ilabas yung square root ng 4, which is 2, and then square root of 2. Ito, may natira pa kasi tayong isa, yung 4 nilabas na natin, ito na yun, over 2. So, using that, we can still simplify. Notice na may common factor tayo, yung 2. Meron tayong 2 dito, meron tayong 2 dito. So, pwede tayo mag-factor out ng 2. Magiging x equals, so 2 times negative 1 plus square root of 2. So, nilabas ko yung 2 dito, kaya siya negative 1 na lang. Kasi 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Tapos may 2 tayo dito, pag nilabas mo yan, finactor out, may 2 na rin yan. Kasi di-distribute mo to, di ba? So, 2 times negative 1, that's negative 2. And then 2 times square root of 2 is 2 square root of 2 over 2. So, mangyayari dyan, pag ni-distribute mo to, babalik siya dito sa expression na to. Okay? So, this becomes x equals, mawawala to, mawawala yan. This becomes negative 1 plus minus square root of 2. Okay, so, ang square root of 2 ay, ano nga ulit yan? Around 1.41. Square root of 2 is around 1.41. So, ibig sabihin, ang roots natin ay x equals negative 1 plus 1.41. This is approximate, no? It's exacto. So, pag approximate value, usually, ang ginagamit natin yung medyo kulot na equal sign. So, x equals, or approximately equal to, negative 1 minus. Dalawa yan. Meron tayong plus, meron tayong minus. So, pinag-iwalay ko, magiging 1.41. So, this becomes, what is negative 1 plus 1.41? That's 0.41. And this is negative 1 minus 1.41, which is negative 2.41. So, ibig sabihin yung x values natin ay x equals 0.41 saka x equals negative 2.41. Okay? So, pag tayo ay nag-graph using GeoGebra, ibig sabihin, hindi pa natin na-open, nakalimutan ko yung open. Ibig sabihin, ano nangyayari doon? Papasok siya doon sa 0.410. Okay? Papasok siya sa magpapasok siya sa 0.410. Yan yung x-intercept. Tapos negative 2.410. Okay, so dyan dadaan yung graph natin, and since the graph has positive A, ibig sabihin yan ay opening upward, no? So try natin kung tama nga yung ating yung ating interpretation, yung ating computation. So g of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 1. Dapat tumama siya. Okay? So tama. Otherwise, mali tayo. Pero tama yung ating computation. Okay, so maraming salamat. I hope meron kayo natutunan sa video na to. Ang susunod natin na video ay more examples on the roots of quadratic functions. See you in the next tutorial.